What's up? Welcome back to Tennis Talk. My name's Cam Williams, and we're going to continue our coverage of the Olympics, going through the title run for Naomi Osaka. Now, she is probably going to be one of the favorites going in. She is from Japan, one of the local hopes. Probably going to get a medal at the very least, you would expect. But this is her road if she wants to win the gold medal for Japan. So coming in as the number 2 seed, Osaka will play Zheng from China in the first round. Currently, Zheng is ranked 49 in the world, so just inside the top 50. Has a career high of 34 in the world. And they've actually played 3 times in their career, with Osaka leading 2-1 in their head-to-head. So no surprise that Osaka has the record there. And actually played last year at the Australian Open in 2020, with Osaka getting a straight sets win. So you would expect that Osaka should get through her first round match. Her second round matchup could be against the informed Golubic, who is at a career high ranking at 48 in the world and just came off a quarterfinal at Wimbledon a few weeks ago. So Golubic, very tough opponent. Now these two have never played before, so this could be a very difficult opponent for Osaka, having never played this opponent before. And of course, as I said, Golubic in great form at the moment, career high ranking. Osaka's got to be at her best. Going by the rankings, her third round opponent should be Kiki Bertens. Now, that is obviously not a given because Bertens hasn't had a great year. But if she does play Bertens in that third round matchup, Bertens is currently ranked number 20 in the world, has been as high as number 4 in the world. That was a few years ago now. But they've actually played 3 times before, with Osaka leading 2-1 in their head-to-head. But the last time they played was back in 2020 in Brisbane on a hard court, and it went 3 sets. So Osaka, again, if she isn't playing her best, this could be a very difficult matchup against Bertens in the third round. In the quarterfinals, she's likely to play the world number 8, Iga Swiatek, which is by far the toughest opponent in her section of the draw. Now, they've actually played the one time before, with Osaka getting the win. It was all the way back in 2019 when both players were super young. Osaka had won a US Open by then and an Australian Open, but no one knew who Iga Swiatek was back then. Osaka got the win, straight sets there in Canada. So it'll be very intrigued to see how these two play against each other 2 years on. They're both champions now, and we know Swiatek has improved a lot, not just in the last 2 years, but even in the last 12 months. So hopefully we get that quarterfinal, and we'll see who wins it. If Osaka does get through that tough quarterfinal matchup, she'll take on the number 4 seed Svitolina, if we're going by the rankings. Now, these two have a very long history against each other. They've played a lot of times. They've actually played 6 times before, with their head-to-head right down the middle, 3 apiece. And they've played some epics as well. The last time they played, however, was the 2019 Australian Open, and Osaka got the straight sets win. So they haven't played for a couple of years, but over their careers, when they have played, it's been a very close contest. So, again, very tough matchup for Osaka if she does play Svitolina. However, Svitolina has not been in great form of late, so who knows who she plays in the semi-final. But based on the rankings, she's probably going to play Svitolina if the rankings do play out. Now, in the final, if we go by the rankings, she'll be playing Ash Barty, the world number 1. Now, these two have actually played 4 times before, with their head-to-head split down the middle, 2 apiece. And the last time they played was a couple of years ago at the China Open in the final of that event. It was a big event in Beijing, and Osaka got the win in 3 tight sets. So it's been a long time since they've played, a couple of years now. Very interested to see how they both play, because since then, they've both won Grand Slams. Of course, Osaka's gone on to win the US Open again and the Australian Open again. And Barty's gone on to win Wimbledon just a couple of weeks ago. So if we do get the gold medal match between the 1 and 2 players in the world, it should be an absolute epic, and I'm very excited to see how these two play against each other 2 years on, because the last time they played, when they were both champions, it was a very close contest. So there it is, the road to the title for Naomi Osaka. Of course, WTA, it's very hard to predict who's going to play who, but I would expect that Osaka's at least going to make it into the medals, right? She's probably going to make it to the semi-finals, be playing for gold or playing for bronze at the very least. Let me know down in the comments below. How far do you think Osaka can go? She's the equal favorite with Barty to win a medal, or win the gold medal, I should say. So let me know down in the comments below, how far can she go? And who's her toughest opponent, do you reckon? Is Barty her toughest opponent? Do you think maybe Svitolina can do some damage? I know Sakari's floating around as well, so let me know down below, who's Osaka's toughest opponent and how far will she go? So Naomi Osaka, the hometown hero, she's got a chance of getting a medal this year. Can she do it though?